Hello everyone and welcome for tonight. Tonight we had Sandward with EU3 and I don't have any in-game volume. Now I do. I am here with Matty. I don't know if he's in the call yet, but he will be joining me tonight um, for EU3. We will be following Destructo on his first lap. So let's get some lap data up, and I hope everyone has had a good evening. Um, so, before I get started, let's go with the standings. In the constructors, we got Williams on top. They are at 27 points. They have one podium and two, what's it called? Uh, Points position. So that's why they are on top. Ferrari on top with a victory, and AlphaTauri in P3 with a P2. Then we have Alfa Romeo in P4, Mercedes, McLaren, and Haas. Those are all the teams that have scored for now, and now we will be going on to the drivers. We have Racer on top in the Ferrari. Then we have Almanac in the AlphaTauri, Robstar in the Williams, and Ty in the Williams as well. So both Williams are doing quite decent so far in the championship. Then we have Dan Robbo, former champion, and we have Vice Boy as well in the Alfa Romeo team. So they are going strong. Then we have Hex in the Mercedes. He had a bit of a shocker. He had some incidents for some reason, unfortunately. But those do happen. Then we have Stelshow in the McLaren. Both McLaren were strong last time, but they had issues in the races, which is unfortunate. Then we have Andre in the Haas and Stolke in the Mercedes, and the rest is out of position as well. So I am not sure if Matt is here yet, which is unfortunate. But we do have Destructor who made a mistake on he was on medium tires. But we do have a Williams finishing a lap, and that is Ty. He's in the lead. We have Scope starting a lap. We have Panda going into the 198. And Luke right behind him, so both Red Bulls are going strong. We will be following Scope this lap, as he is on a flyer right now. He's going up this very tricky straight. It's not even a straight. Oh, there's a Haas in front, and he has been blocked a tiny bit by the Haas driver. I do not know who that is. But Scope will be continuing his lap. He will be trying to improve. And we have Yitmax on top with Sid right behind. Sid is a sub for today from EU4. From what I can tell, he did quite well last night in EU2. No, EU4. So he is quite decently going. And we have Robstock going up to P2. We will see Scope finishing this lap where he was blocked, running out of ERS at the end, and it will be an improvement to the provisional pole time, 109.4 for Scope. Who else do we have on the lap? We have Almanac going strong. He will be going into the middle sector now. Middle sector is quite decent, quite tricky. You have some really difficult corners, very difficult to get traction from, but Almanac does seem to do quite a good job so far. Heading into this weird stadium section, you most likely will see a lot of orange in the stands as well. Almanac heading into the final corner now. Going tight as you want to go the furthest distance, and he will be going to provisional with a 19.1. So times are dropping like flies for now. And Mindset, thank you for the 3 bits. And BK, thank you for the 100. So, Munch, I can't tell if he's on a lap. I think he is on a lap. Heading into the stadium section, has made, he has backed out from what I can tell. But Destructo on a lap. So, Destructo going up. Pretty sure he did quite well last night in EU4. He's going. I don't know if it's just me, but the car does look a bit loose. But he does seem to keep it steady through here. Long left-hander, really difficult on traction. Heading into the stadium section now, as I call it myself. I don't know what it is called, but it does look like a stadium section like in Mexico. Heading towards the final corner now. Looks to take it in 5th. And does seem to get a decent exit. Up to the line now, and here we got Maddie in the core. I think. Am I muted? No, I am not. Maddie is.
But not now.
So
sorry.
Destructor going up to 2nd, but Matty is here now, so I'm not alone.
You are not alone. What you've been speaking of? What's happened?
Well, we have been through the standings, and we have talked about that both, at least 2 of the EU3, EU4 subs have, they're doing quite decently so far, this qualifying session.
Yeah. Tichy's in for Wisey Boy. That's a straight spot for Alpha and Mayo, and then you've got who else is in there? I can't see now. Sid's in for Joker in the Alpine, and then where is he? I can't find him because he's in a Haas, not a McLaren. That's why I'm not looking for him. Destructor is in the Haas replacing Molliers. So, and then unfortunately there's 2 further drivers missing, which is Caxel, who is in the Twitch chat because his wheel's currently broken, so he's not racing. Oh, that's gonna look like a illegal blocking pen.
Yeah, Panda losing the car there, and GMX was right behind that as well, and they will be going into the pits as they got blocked as well. But they were both on flying laps, so nothing illegal about it.
See, I'm not. I have to check that one back. I don't think Obi-Wan was. When it goes, when you're through the 3rd sector, it says you're not on an outlap anymore, even though you are. But that's right. Oh yeah, and the 2 other people are missing. We haven't got. No, Lewis. Lewis is.
Race is not here.
Race is away, but that's because he's
birthday
got
party,
old.
wasn't it?
We're having a birthday party, which is fair enough. He's got a bit old, another year older.
Yeah, who wants to get older? I'm getting younger.
So it does mean for definite though. We're gonna have a different winner this evening.
That is true, and Obi was purple in the middle sector, so he is on a flyer now after him blocking, and he will go up to the line now, and it will be a 196. So 1/10 improvement. We got Rob on a lap as well. Podium finisher last race. Very good first race for him in COS. Don't know if he's up on his time right now.
I think he'll be pleasantly surprised. He's level pegging with his time attempt down through the last sector.
Going into the pits.
He's gonna come in. Sounds like Obi-Wan's had an interesting qualifying. Sorry, Deathstorm. I think he's also blocked Destructor on a lap as well. But people's awareness will get better. But
Yeah.
yeah, pick up a couple quality bands is not a good idea. Hence, Steljo has not set a time and has retired from qualifying because he's on a quality ban. And Wise Boy will serve at his next race that he's available because they decided to get in each other's way during qualifying last week. So
That is
I
unfortunate.
sense there was some revenge in their actions. I can't remember which way round it was, but yeah. But hopefully no more. But Devson's just like, please stop. Please make my life easy.
But Almanac, provisional pole, he is on a flyer. He's pretty strong this season, Almanac. Definitely a contender for the title if he keeps his pace up.
We would hope so, considering he's gone down a tier.
Yeah, but the tiers have been more
EU2.
compact now, so that's the thing. It's quite difficult.
Yeah,
to
it should
know.
be. It should be a lot closer, especially around this tonight's track and then next week's track. There should be very little to separate the guys over a short track because they'll head to Austria next week as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Such close tracks coming up. But he is up on his time. Purple in the middle. Touching a bit of grass on the left hand side. Will lose you a tiny bit of curb going into the last corner. So, Almanac going up to line. Not improving. Just about down on his time. But Griffin has improved and he's up to P2 now.
He's currently on an in lap. Panda's a tenth and a bit up as we head into the penultimate corner. DRS we can activate a lot earlier this year than we could last year. We can use it round the banking. There's the old white line that we used to use.
And
Panda's
2 tenths improvement.
Yeah, 109.7.
It's not a bad time for Panda. So
see, I'm going to miss this person this week because usually when we come to Zandvoort, we get Thomas to do the first lap in Dutch each time. But he's no longer commentating with us, and it's very sad, so I won't be able to listen to that this week. But no, that doesn't mean I'm speaking Dutch either. I can't. I can barely speak English, my own language, let alone.
Destructo going on to positional pole, and Scope on a lap as well. He will be hit with some traffic up ahead. I think it is Munch. If I'm not Google Translate and read it.
No.
That would be quite difficult. So Scope opening the DRS, flickering, waving to the fans, out of ES and going into the pits. So not an improvement. So Munch going on a lap now. Going through turn 1. Quite difficult turn 1. To get the rotation right. And you can't really use the curbs as much as you would like to. They are really... They told me use me. But you can't use them, you will spin. You will bottom out, which is unfortunate. But it does make the track quite a bit more difficult. Especially coming up to this turn after this one. Very easy to go wide. I'm pretty sure we saw it last night as well. And we almost saw it there with Munch as well.
Through box 9. There you go. That's my Dutch right there. That's turn 9 for you. And box 10. There's some very interesting corners names. They are either numbered or they're really long, and I'll give it a go. I'll try, but
I don't know the names, but I do know that I call that the stadium section. A lot of orange in the stands.
And I have no idea how to pronounce turn 14, but it's going to be turn 14.
Surprised Verstappen doesn't have a corner name around here.
Give it a couple of years,
Yeah, most
i.e.,
likely
the
will.
next 2 seasons when he's won 2 more titles, and then he'll probably have one.
Probably will. So it'll be on a lap at 10th down, not going for it anymore as they messed up, I would assume.
Andre's just done a lap, so that's that one done.
Yeah.
So they're all out for the final runs. 2 minutes to go. It's going to get a pretty congested and chaotic as Ty is about to start a lap. Good point scoring for the Williams last week. Third and fourth, I believe, in the end. They finished.
Yeah, they're top of the constructors right now. The Ty just finished the lap because he's not using.
Oh.
Or
He was
he's
on a
using.
out lap, so he's going to go. He's doing a double. He must be doing a double.
Yeah. Might be
Okay,
doing 2
interesting choice.
laps to get the fuel down, I guess.
Oh, whoa, hang on. We need to go on board with a McLaren. At the moment, 3 tenths through the first sector. Oh, he's coming up to some traffic though.
Oh!
Oh, and that traffic's hit the wall. On his outlap as well, Destructor, so he's not going to get pole. What a mistake that's going to be. Yeet Mix is 5 tenths up. He's half a second. This is going to be a run for pole.
Again, Yidmex is flying in qualifying. Been looking strong in pre-season, been looking strong in every qualifying session so far this season. Very unlucky in the races, but coming up to the line, it will be a 108.8.
Wow.
That is a very good lap. So
Destructor, Destructor won't respond then. He's got front wing damage and will have to come in. That was a monumental mistake.
and Almanac almost 2 tenths up in the first sector alone. So he will be pushing.
Escape is going through as well. He's gone 2 tenths to second.
So
can anybody else
losing out?
Yeah, can anybody else go into the 108? Are we going to see somebody else? As Hako mentioned, Almanac was up. Still up, but lost a little bit of time through the middle sector. A lot of these guys seem to be running out of ERS as they're crossing line deep through 13, and that could compromise the run to the line. We're going to try and keep off.
109.1, not improving.
Went slow. Griffin's gone purple middle sector, nearly 2 tenths up.
He will be going into this corner now, trying to put it to the max out of the corner. Going straight. And
192.
improvement.
Lost a bit of time in the last.
Is down on his time. No front wing on that Alpine. So that's
Monts gets a time in and does a 109.7.
Yeah. So I think I saw like 4 guys not make another lap or something. Without. So that's unfortunate, but that's how it is. It's very difficult to hook a lap up around here. So even when the grip is higher at the end.
Interesting that some people think some of the EU3 drivers have been outdone by an EU4 driver. All I'm going to say to you is it doesn't matter how quick you are in qualify. We saw that last night. Charlie was mega over 1 lap and then absolutely fell off in the race.
Yeah, spun on the first lap didn't help at all. So Yidmax second pole, I think. Did he get pole?
Pretty sure we got pole last week. It was either him or Almanac. I can't remember.
So, but that is a decent time. 3 tenths down to Scope in the Ferrari, putting on a show in the Ferrari as well. Destructo P3 from EU4, showing that he's got pace. Almanac P4, pushing for that lead in the championship. Griffin P5 Sid P6, another EU4 driver, and King Luke, Obi, Rev Panda, and Rob finishing out the points.
Yep.
So.
Also, to remember, EU4 did this last night, by the way, so they've already had a run at doing it. That's why I think it's always, especially when the tiers, the top of EU4 and EU3, and then the EU3 to EU2 is close, there's not going to be that much disparity, and that the fact that EU4 have had a go at it already, actually, they're probably going to be better off than the EU3 drivers. However, when you jump from EU2 to EU1, whoa, it's a bit of a jump. There's some freaks that are in EU1 at the moment.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
the thing.
are pretty quick.
Depends if you are around a good track like Bahrain.
So, top 3 predictions. Oh, T. Summers has gone for Rob, Ty, and Destructo. So Williams 1-2. That is a brave shout. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights, Akko.
And away we go. Scope stuck on the line, and
Scope's
that is
just bogged
Scope.
down.
And Yeetmax keeping the lead into turn
Ooh,
1, and that's a crash already.
Obi-Wan's
That's
out.
Virtual and Rob a penalty, 5 seconds. That's unfortunate. I didn't even see that. I don't know what happened to Obi.
All I'm going to say is thank goodness for ghosting, because if that wasn't on, that was easily going to be 4 or 5 cars out of the race there. Obi, by the looks of things, hit the inside of the wall quite early on down the pit straight, and then gone basically careering further down. We'll see if I can find anything else out from him, if he's put anything in the chat or whatever.
Yeah. So let's go look at tires while we can. Soft for Yeetmax, and then hards for the rest of top 5. Mediums for Sicht, hards for Panda, medium, then Rob on hards in P10, Munch on mediums, and then it is hards down to P15, and Techi and Andre on the soft tires. Soft tires do quite well around here, so I'm not surprised about that. I do not think it is raining. Some drivers into the pits, and that is Rob and someone else. So damage
as well, because that'd be damage off that first corner.
Oh, Destructo fighting with Griffin, and Griffin up ahead of Destructo. Destructo must have made a mistake then. Now being chased down by King Luke in the Red Bull. Sid right behind is a second behind now. Might have been a mistake with the virtual over safety car. But Sid will catch up again. They are on a softer compound tire. Scope is pushing on Panda, and that is Luke around, and they are
Luke, not again.
So now Panda is the first Red Bull car, but he is being pushed by Scope, who bucked down on the start.
We saw that mistake happen though quite a bit yesterday as well. Turn 9 seems to be a problem spot for everybody.
Scope heading into turn 1, going for the inside line on the medium tires. Will they make it around there? Just about enough space, and side by side into the loop, and Scope is behind, but better traction, but not enough speed out of the corner. So heading up to the right hander, quite a difficult corner in the race with heavy fuel, but they seem to be very close still. And Scope going wide, as we said, and in the gravel.
Problem is getting beached on the curb. What the hell? Getting beached on the curb is usually a one-way ticket to the gravel. Also, the curb on the last corner, turn 13, the penultimate corner. If you get beached there, if you're not careful, you follow the path of that curve, you're going to end up in the wall as well. So, yeah, not a good start. Probably going to see a move, I think, for P10. Dan's
Yeah, and for
past
P9
the
as
Mercedes.
well.
So both Mercedes losing a position into turn number 1. We have feedback from Obi-Wan. I think, by the sounds of things, he was a innocent bystander in that one. I think he got punted from behind into turn 1, and the knock-on effect caused everything else.
That is
Am I surprised?
unfortunate.
No.
No, because it is so tight around there, and with scope bucking down, I think it created quite a lot of chaos around the drivers. But Yeatmax
F7.
stretching the lead.
F7 RJS. I'm trying to ignore that fact. Yes, I know that's what happened. But I don't want Deathstorm to have an aneurysm.
Yeah, and Sid pushing Destructor now. So both EU4 drivers pushing each other to the limit, and Sid going ahead on the fresher tires, and they will be trying to catch up to the drivers up ahead. Griffin is very close to Almanac now, and that's a move for Andre into turn 1. That is Andre and Tichy.
Tichy down to 13th. But it's alright. He'll play the long game. We saw that yesterday. He was down the pack, and then there was a safety car at some point, and found himself in 3rd position. So who knows?
Safety cars can change a race. They can also destroy a race.
Yes, I thought I was being quite funny, Deathstorm. He's not happy with me. Griffin got past Almanac, by the way, for P2, but I'm expecting the Haas driver to come back.
Yeah, and
then we go.
So will Almanac. Or will Destructor get past it, because DRS is powerful, but it's not that powerful, I think. So Sid has caught up quite a lot as well. So he is catching the 2 guys up ahead.
If he's on the better tyre, but we saw yesterday guys on the same tyre, but outside if there was a DRS train of 2 or 3 cars, really struggled to make any inroads. Because the DRS actually...
Oh, that's scope into the wall, and he's out of the race, and that is a safety car.
There is your safety car. So, ideal for the soft runners, not
and
ideal
for Robert Munch as well. They were quite far down after being unlucky on start. Quite lucky I caught that on stream as well. Just following the fight and scope into the wall, I guess.
Yeah. Oh well.
So Yeatmax will probably pit for mediums now. Or hards, both can work. I would assume they would go on hard tires. But Almanac, Griffin, and Sid almost taking someone out on the way into the pits. That was very brave. So they will be dropping down, and Andre getting 5 seconds going into the pits. That's not what you want to see.
That's not good.
Sid now down to P13. Yeatmax down to P11. So Yeatmax is on the mediums, and Sid is on the hards.
Yeah, not many pit stops actually. I was suspecting a couple more, but only 2 stops there. Sid and Andre onto the hard tyre. which means at the moment it's not very interesting out there. There's only 3 medium runners and 1 soft runner remaining out of 16, if that. Everybody else is on the hard tyre. It is pretty boring, but that's fine because we'll see a change later on if it's green flag racing between now and the end of the race, because all those hard runners will have to come in, and I suspect may go on the soft tyre.
I mean, I would assume the mediums, since it is quite easy to overheat the soft tires in the race. But it is possible to go on the softs.
Oh, somebody's coming in. Hex is coming now. Oh, but you're going to be at the back of the field. I would have done it with that before.
Andre coming in
Else is
to
in?
get that
Titch.
penalty removed.
Titch is in as well, but he was on the soft, so that was kind of expected.
So Rob up to P12 and Munch up to P13 now. So they are making up positions.
Oh.
Did Rob and Munch pit on the safety car? I didn't notice.
Rob didn't. They did it the lap before because their tyres. Rob and Mont pitted after lap 1 after the turn 1 incident. Both had front wing damage, so they're actually still on the same tyre. It does mean if Mont's is feeling really brave, you could try and do the whole race on a set of hards. You could.
He could, but I really doubt it, because the hard tires just die at some point, and then they just got no grip. They're like 4 seconds slower. But safety car is in, and Almanac will take the lead.
I've just seen someone say. I've seen somebody say 30 laps on the hards and then laugh, but it's just like, I've seen it before.
It's not uncommon.
It's not out. Yeah, it's not uncommon. So Almanac will lead us away. Will they all be sensible behind the leader? Is somebody going to go late or too early? I reckon he's going to try and leave this as late. No, he's gone. He's gone out the banking.
And
and he's got a fair gap. We're going to see Yeet mix down the inside of Dan Robber into turn 1.
Ooh, very deep as well. But yeah, Yidmax pushing a lot. They will try to make the moves early on, because they still have to make another stop.
He's on those brand new mediums, so not part of Dan's race at this moment in time. Sid also looking to make a move. He's on the same tyres as the guys in front, but he's on newer hards, so
yeah, Sid
trying to use that tyre nice and early.
Make a bit of a dive into the next corner. Oh, that shit makes into the wall, sliding off.
Oh no, again!
Not again.
What is it about seeing McLarens do well in qualifying and then the race go horribly wrong? Oh,
so
it cuts deep.
Technically, Sid is the net leader right now.
That'd be a story for the ages.
That's I don't know if Yidmax got damage. It did
He's
look
gonna
like
run.
tire.
He's burning a lot of battery to try and get past.
Yeah, but you want to make use of that tire early on.
Luke's going to try and hang it round the outside.
Let's
see, gets and get it done.
Would assume that Rob will try and make the move as well. Yeah, he will probably, because those mediums will still feel very good. He's very close indeed.
He's pushing that Red Bull through the corner. Sid's next target is Dan, and you see he's got a bit more grip in the early stages of this restart.
And Rob being attacked by Munch now, a tiny bit of contact, and that will be Hex going past. Munch, and being pushed into the corner as
God.
well.
Got it stopped as well. I thought Hex was going to run a little bit deep there, but got it done.
Yeah, that's good job by Hex there. Still one big train for now. Stoker is very close to Still Show and will probably try and make the move into turn 1. No, he stays behind for now. Andre making a move on Tichy. Up into P14.
Oh, runs a lot on that inside curb though and compromises his exit. Titch looked to the outside there to regain the position, but nothing doing. I tell you what, I'm loving watching turn 3 to see all the different lines these guys are taking.
Yeah, Yeet makes trying it around the outside, but there's no grip that high up. Sid is past Luke. No, yeah.
Yeah, he got past Luke a couple of laps ago. Dan's now his next target.
Ooh.
Sid is on 6 lap Noah Hards and everybody else around him. Everybody else is on 10 laps because they have haven't pitted. And Sid has pitted.
Yeah, Hex looking very strong on those new tires. Got past Rob, but Rob did try and make it past him again. So will we see an attack by Dan?
There's a flashing light on the Mercedes, which is usually a good sign.
Ooh,
as
a tiny bit of
oh,
contact.
shows
Will
him.
Sid go through as well? Yes, he will. And that's a free position.
Ooh,
No, he legged back.
Sid lagged back. Well, that was weird. Yeah, Dan showed Stolke there, the hard shoulder.
Yes, ran it a bit deep, but it is quite difficult to get the car stopped sometimes into turn 1. Especially with marbles on the tires. So
I would say that was it was hard,
but good racing. So Sid, will they go for the
Yeah.
inside into here? No, they won't, but they will get a very good exit, almost pushing the Mercedes.
Tell you what, D Summers is spot on. It's Ivica doing the usual of burning all that ERS, and it's gonna come to pay. You get away with it in EU4 last year, you won't get away with it in EU3 this year because there's some very good drivers in this tier that will see the psychological advantage and will swallow you up. Sid is the next one to do so.
Yeah, Sid.
Still put it in a straight line though, that Mercedes. That's
Yeah.
Sid with ERS and DRS enabled.
Andre trying to get past Rob, but getting shoved a bit wide.
Rob's
So
got a bit of confidence from last week. Oh, Yeet mix with a move. A lunge down the inside of 3. We possibly saw that in the background.
yeah, that was. I was surprised seeing a McLaren.
I think he surprised.
Oh,
He didn't surprise us. Andre's
King
Luke's off
he's
again.
spun
No.
again.
Oh, this was
Big
gonna
battle
be
up in the
Luke's.
front as well. Ty's
He
got
mixed down the inside of Andre through 10. Oh, it's going to get really tight. Andre flashing. It's going to have to set him up.
Like Yidmek's got any damage now.
The Mercedes have swapped, which is smart. So Hex can now attack Sid. So Hex possibly in the better position at the moment.
Still show
could be
making a
the
move
quicker
on
time.
the Williams. Will Dan follow through? Yes, he will. He will be going straight past.
Opportunistic.
Oh.
Oh! Got a bit squirrely low on the exit. I think they're all okay.
Does look to be okay, and Hex will be going for the inside on Sid, but Hex is on the medium tires, so that does make sense.
Oh, Hako, a Danish compatriot in the Twitch chat. Dracer, hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes,
Nice to see you back.
some good Danish company.
Stolke is pushing through. Ty, oh, they've clipped each other.
Ooh, and that is.
Was it Ty? Sorry, I think it was Rob.
Ooh,
My mistake, it was Rob.
might
And
be
somebody's got no front wing. I think it's Stolke.
so many fights going on. Look up ahead. Look at Yeet Max and the cars up ahead. They're like 4 cars within 1 second of each other, and Yeet Max will be going for move and sit here, I think. So that is Ty into the pits, and Yeet Max going for the inside line into turn 1.
I think this is.
They got the better
Sorry.
grip.
I think this is what we're going to see. Although it should provide, it should be really interesting because everybody's similar pace to each other. It's going to provide a few more incidents, I reckon, because it's going to be that close between this season. Sorry, Deathstorm and the team. Whoops. Rob's got no damage from that, which is a positive for him. There was a bit of end plate, so I think it was the Mercedes of Stolke. Yeah, that got a bit sketchy. We've got a train. It's a McLaren one.
Yeah, and we got Almanac and Griffin running out in front, just following each other, doing what they need to do, not fight and just push on. And Panda,
yeah,
Griffin looks like he's. Well.
Griffin looks like he's really pushing to try and hang on the back of Almanac. Back end of that Alpine's looking a little bit loose.
And Dan will be going for move on the McLaren, I would assume. Yes.
Yeah, that's probably pretty sensible. He's worried about touching that inside curve, back end loose again.
And will they be going side by side? No, they won't. And Hex will now try and get a pass around the outside in turn 3, and they have done
Hex, it. Well, on those mediums. There we go. Yeah, he's that inside curb of turn 1's horrible. I've made that mistake before. Not the only one. I think everybody else has made that mistake at some point. And you're a bit worried about touching it again. It does knock the confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a swap possibly down at McLaren? No, not quite.
Not yet. King Luke retiring in the pits.
Oh, Luke.
I think he's done with all the spinning he's done tonight. I think he's a bit frustrated that it didn't go to plan. He was doing quite well early on, which is unfortunate.
He's made the jump. He just needs to stick by that jump, and he'll get used to EU3.
Definitely. It is difficult, and Hex is behind.
Oh, the car's going to come out on track though.
Ooh, yeah, and
even though he retired in the pits.
And Dan touching into turn 1, and Hex not getting the move done for now.
No, everybody in that little group has got no ERS really, apart from Sid at the back. He's got plenty of battery left in comparison. There's a yellow light somewhere. Yeah, I saw that. Stout joke. Even though we had a safety car, is on the cusp in terms of fuel midway through this race.
Panda going wide.
Oh, Red Panda's gone through. Dad's caught him on the way back. Oh, he's going to get caught again. He's just a sitting duck.
Yeah, that gravel on the tires will not help Panda at all. But he does have battery to defend with, so we'll be fine, I think. Yes, he is fine for now. He has lost a lot of positions, but
he has.
You can still make the time up if you're lucky.
Dan's run wide, I think, through the last corner because Hex is going to come past. Hex on the medium tyres as we get a bit closer to turn 1.
There.
I'm just a bit nervous for obvious reasons, and the fact that turn 1's pretty horrendous at times, and I've seen many collisions down there over the years.
Yes, so Panda getting passed by the McLaren, now being cut up by Sid. Sid has shown some good pace.
He's got stuck, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think Fight Me, it might just be him not knowing how aggressive he has to be, being on newer tires than everyone else. Just experience, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's done a good job, and he looked like he was going to charge through, and he's kind of just got stuck for a little bit. as this train is basically all the way down from P4, or pretty much all the way down to P12, where Tichy is at the moment, because Andre's now been able to catch these guys, as well as he has got DRS. Red Panda
in the
is
pits.
making onto the medium tyre. As I see a ray of lights flash as I go up and down the grid, it's
Ooh,
something to
Hex
behold.
going wide.
Dan takes the narrow line underneath. That's kind of interesting to see how it works.
Yeah,
Heat
Heat
mix
mix. Even though they went off and went straight back to P16 or something when they had that bottoming out on the curb thing, they've done really good to come back up to P6 even with a mistake, so that is great pace from the McLaren. Did have a
it's
good
going to
gap
be
before the safety car.
it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out in terms of strategy, because those guys on the mediums will probably going to have to pit again as well, and the guys on the hards haven't pitted yet. Speaking of,
Almanac,
oh,
5
Almanac,
seconds
no!
into the pits.
Ah!
No.
Emotional damage.
And Rob into the pits, Dan into the pits. So everyone is pitting now. Andre into the pits. So that will be Griffin pushing now. Munch, no! Oh, it's the 60 kilometers, I think, that is making it difficult for everyone else. Ty with that early pit stop has come out in front of everyone else. Almost caught up to the leaders.
Yeah, that's gonna be so hard to do though now. These guys are pitting in with doing 16 laps, and he's already done 5. It's gonna be 21 by the time he finishes.
Yeah, those tires will be more than that, I think. But Max is pushing now. Because they will probably try and pit this lap onto a new set of mediums. Or they could go one lap more since they are on quite a lot of fresher tires. And Griffin into the pits.
Yeah, has to respond. Almanac's just taking 3 tenths out in that middle sector. We've seen Yeet Mix go past Hex. This is a battle for P2. Hex going to hold it around the outside. No, not quite. There's going to be no room there for you, sir.
It's so
Steljo's gone softs.
That is a big stretch from the McLaren. Hello, Luke. Unlucky race.
It will only get better, Luke. You're full of positivity here. You will get used to it.
Better.
And
it's
it will
all
get
about
better.
Experience. Oh, Yeet makes a mistake, I think, and Hex for the inside into this corner, which will not help at all, actually. With
yeah, because Yeet Mix has got the DRS, so that's worked. Oh, don't try and fight into here. Set him up into turn 1, or you're going to waste each other's time as we get close on the exit of turn 12.
Yeah.
Which is the Hans Ernst Bock. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah, you are getting there. Yidmex into the pits now. Sid staying out. Yidmex not getting a penalty, which is good to see. Tichy up to P4. And Almanac pushing on those new tires.
Yeah, responded to Panda. Yimic's gone to the soft tyre. Where is he going to come out? It's because he's behind Dan. Is he going to come out ahead of his teammate? This could be pretty close as we get into turn 1. His teammate Steljo's on the left-hand side. He's going to come out.
Right behind.
He let off.
Oh no!
Contact.
Andre.
What?
I am.
They ghosted.
What?
How have they got away with that? That should have been at least one, if not both cars in the wall. So.
That's impressive.
Right then, here we go. What's the damage going to be? Who's going to be able to do what? Almanac.
So.
Quite far ahead of Griffin actually, 2.8 seconds.
Yeah, the undercut is quite strong here since tire weighs massive. Well, it's not that big, but it's like the tire life goes off quite quickly. As you can see that Griffin is gaining on the new tires, pushing a lot to catch up again, and Almanac will be stuck behind Tichy through the second sector, unless they do ascend. No. Ooh.
No.
Someone's off, and that's
D-Mix is off. He's desperate to get past Almanac on Tichy. No, Tichy's not having any of it.
Oh, that
He's
will
gonna send
help
it down the
Griffin
inside.
quite a bit.
Oh,
Just
Tichy gives
about
him the
enough
space.
new room. Yeah.
I would say he's done his job there.
Yeah. Almanac will fly off after the next corner since the grip is so much better on those newer tires. Will Tichy get DRS? Is my question. Yes, he will.
I don't know, but
Just
I feel
about.
like Destructo has to respond, and he does.
Yeah, but that's... He was quite far behind because they were just doing a train up in front. Sid is in second now. Hex staying out as well. Sid almost within that DRS, and Almanac now pushing to get up close. And Tichy now fighting Griffin.
Destructo, interestingly, out on the medium tyre, considering we've got a couple of soft runners. Now, having said that, the soft runners aren't going particularly well at the moment.
No.
I thought the McLarens would have split
Griffin
their strategy.
on the
so
inside. Hasn't gotten past. He's been held up quite a bit by Tichy, actually. But he will have DRS now.
you may see a desperate lunge here into turn 11 and 12.
Yeah, you can't really make it too wide into here, but they do make it around.
And just see Titch just understeer off into the corner. Just scrolling.
Sid has made a mistake.
Sid's gone off somewhere, and he's really slow on the exit, and so Griffin's going to get closer and closer.
Tichy
I just
into
saw
pits
the
now.
end of that.
Yeah, Almanac is now caught
also,
up to Hex.
Dan's caught up to Ty.
Ooh, and he's very close.
Quite a bit. In fact, he's touched the back of Ty there.
Yeah, and Rob is catching up as well. Rob is showing he's got pace in that Williams as well.
I was just looking for actually everybody struggling with battery. Oh, New Mix is off again. Is that inside of turn 1? It is.
Then being held back by Ty. I think it is the Williams.
Yeah, this is slightly working here. Rob's loving life because now he's. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, Hex now being passed by Almanac.
Dan's gonna probably go for it here. No, he's backed off. Interesting.
Yeah, Rob staying very close. I would assume that Ty's gonna let Rob past when they get closer. Sid and Griffin now swapping positions. So that's not too bad. So Dan getting past Ty.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Ty just tried to give him the big old squeeze, but Dan was having it and was having none of that.
Yeah, will Ty now let? Yes, he will.
Yeah, there you go.
That is great teamwork by the Williams boys. Ty has done what he needed to do.
Ty needs to hang on the back of these two because otherwise he's just going to fall like a stone. He's got a long way to go.
Stoica is out, and that's going to be a safety car. That has worked out perfectly for Hex.
No. That's Sid, yeah. Sid's going to be in a great position. And they got a gap as well to Dan in P5. So there's an 8-second gap. Oh, Dan's got to drive through.
He was so consistent at being so clean last season. That's so. I don't think I've ever seen him with a penalty almost. That's very uncommon to see Dan making mistakes like that. But everyone will be
Yeah.
pitting, as soft tires will be the best call for now.
Whoops, still trying to get past him, which I don't understand. That's just strange. So everyone's in. Anybody gonna be brave? Yes, there's always one. Get in,
Destructor!
Destructor.
Andre! My man! 2 halves in P1, P2. Have we ever seen this? No. Will we ever see this in real life? No.
So what is the situation? Haha. We saw this yesterday. Tichy's up into 6th as well.
Yeah. On new tires.
Now, I'm a firm believer, Hako, of safety cars creating more safety cars.
That is true. I will go on to tires since some people. How did Rob lose out so much?
That is an excellent question. Because he was right behind Dan, but yet Panda's...
Could
got
he have
him
had
between-
damage? Maybe.
Possibly.
Could be
He did hit the back of Dan when Dan was stuck behind Ty. So,
yeah. Could have been small amount of damage. Getting that fixed, just to be certain. But 2 houses staying out in front. Titch staying out on 2 level soft tires. So they. I would say Destructo will have a good chance if Andre does a good job at keeping everyone else behind. Where is Almanac? He's lost out as well. What has happened?
have we just not seen stuff? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm very
Personally.
confused as well. Oh yeah, Almanac had 5 seconds. That is
Second
true.
time, but yeah, there we go. I'm so glad somebody else has switched on other than us.
I was so confused. I thought I missed it as well. I was like, what? Did he spin? It was just a pen. We haven't seen any penalties. That's why it surprised me so much. We have the driver for Dan still. But
Don't get used to it. We're Austria next week.
that is
There'll be
true.
penalties.
Most likely we
There'll
will
be
see
penalties.
the entire grid with penalties.
It'll be the first time this season that we'll see a lot of track limit penalties, which we haven't seen in the opening 2 rounds.
No,
As
it's not
much?
been too bad. But it was Japan and Sandwood, so it is.
Yeah, old school tracks where if you go off the track and make a mistake, you die.
Yeah, basically.
It's pretty cutthroat.
I mean, it is so as well in Austria, some places, but it really depends where you go off. But
I think in
safety car restart?
turn 1.
yeah, very easy to cut that and then slide into a barrier. But Destructo,
It is
safety
Haas
car
versus
restart.
the world.
They will have to do some impressive work together here to get good position. Oh, Destructo sending it early on. No one else able to get past Andre. Andre will be fighting Hex into turn
Andre
1.
Andre should have defended the inside to make it as difficult as possible.
Yeah, Griffin is looking on to get past. Well, so much wear on Andre's tires, but so he will struggle a lot.
Sid is literally pushing Titch through the corner. This is EU4 versus EU4. How exciting!
That is true.
Oh,
So Griffin
Andre's
getting
falling.
past. and so has Almanac.
Oh, back end. That's created an opportunity for Sid to get past Titch, but Dan's got past it instead.
Yeah, but he's got that. Oh, it's so
Oh,
annoying.
and he's got that. He's got that wrong and has avoided collecting his teammate.
And Rob has come out the best from that.
No way. Red Panda's just gone around the outside of Sid for the last corner.
There goes Dan into the pits. Hex fighting Destructo now. Destructo for the inside.
Round the outside. Hex just held that thing out round the outside. Loads more grip. Right, and this is it. Off into the sunset he goes. Yeet Mix is in for a wing change as well, as Dan has served his penalty.
Griffin is pushing on the medium tires. He will have better pace at the end of the race, and he is keeping up with Almanac quite decently. Someone who is struggling is Titchy. He's got a big train behind him, and Rob looks to really push him throughout the middle sector there. But he won't be close enough to make a dive into this corner. No.
It is mayhem. Yes, it is BK. It was mayhem last week.
And now Titchy's behind Andre as well. So Andre,
Well,
the roadblock.
Rob's going to make a double move into turn one.
Yeah,
Bit one.
he can brake late, but will he do it? No.
Oh. Titchy's just going to hold it around the outside. Titchy is just going to try and hold it around the outside. Why not?
Yeah, Rob was all over that inside curb. I was very surprised.
Oh, and a big lunge from Panda.
Panda
there
is
into turn
really
three.
showcasing some good skill in that Red Bull with some of the moves he's pulling off. Rob got past Andre as well.
Yeah.
So Panda will probably make a dive
Good.
now. Yes, he will.
He will. Oh, it's just... It's aggressive.
Yeah, but he's
You
got
have
the
to
grip, hasn't he?
Oh, Andre got tagged.
So
I
Rob
reckon there
into
could be some
P5.
revenge into turn one this time round.
Yes, that could be. Most definitely.
I think
Panda does
Titch
not
will
have...
have a go.
Yeah, because Panda doesn't have the DRS on Rob. So he'll probably be fought by Titchy now.
Titchy's also got a lot better battery left. He's saved that really well.
If you look into turn one, Almanac trying around the outside on Destructo. Gets it done.
Titchy's going to try and do the same. Oh, going to get onto the curb.
And he will he get past? He will get past.
Oh, and he's parked it on the exit, so he couldn't then do the up and under on the way back. Now Sid's all over the back of Panda.
And Ty getting passed by Munch in the rear. And Yeetmex got the fastest lap. And
Griffin on Destructor. That's into turn 9.
Yeah.
People,
Griffin.
there's a couple. Go on.
Yeah, Griffin is on the medium tire, so he will have basically equal grip now to the soft runners. And ooh, look at Almanac, he's very close to Hex now.
By the way, there's some people here that are saved. There's a couple of people that saved a lot more battery than everybody else. One person is Griffin, who can see the two leaders and nearly runs into the back of the Mercedes.
Yeah, Hex got no battery at all.
Oh, Titchy's been overtaken.
So
Back
Sid
with the DRS.
is pushing, and ooh, Munch retired in the pits. I was about to say.
Yep, Dan moves up another position.
Sid got a great exit out of turn 3. Now looking for a move maybe into here. No, he won't.
I reckon there's going to be some carnage. Griffin down the inside of Hex. Hex saw it coming back down. Griffin lost the rear end though. Hex is going to send it back down the inside.
Yeah, you can't really just send it down inside there. It's such a long corner.
Destructo.
Now looking aggressive as well. So the Haas is still looking competitive on those old tires. Hex lost a lot of time on the exit there. So he will be under pressure from Destructor behind. So Griffin will now need to catch up to Almanac, who is out of battery, and Griffin has got a lot of battery. So it will be a final fight, and Sid getting past Panda as well. So Sid is on for a good result in that Alpine.
Sojo past Andre. Andre just could hang on to a point here. Got tying down quite a bit further back.
Yeah, Destructo very close to Hex. I think Hex he's lost so much pace.
Got no battery either. A lot of them are struggling with the battery now.
Yeah, Griffin's
is burnt a.
Yeah, but
he's burnt a lot to get there.
Yeah, but you don't really save a lot. You won't save a lot in the last 2 laps, but he still has a battery advantage over Almanac. As you can see, the Alpha Tower is blinking. So he will try and get close on Almanac, and then just set it up for the last lap. Or will he go for it now even? He's getting very close to the rear of that Alpha Tower. He will try and go around the outside into turn 1. Will he make a move? He will make the move.
Just wash out.
Side by side again. Yes, Griffin is in front of Almanac in the Alpha Tower. It is now an Alpine in the lead.
Oh, has he got a lap too early?
That
maybe those softs have died out and he'll get away with it.
Oh, Panda!
Red Panda is spinning or gone. Something's happened. Turn.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got no front wing.
Yeah, that will be
on that Red Bull.
Destructive. But Griffin is making quite a big gap actually. And Yimix retired. He's done at Danny Rick on Piastri. Unfortunately, he was looking really good in qualifying, and Almanac is close to Griffin, but will he have enough to get close enough? 4/10
always a chance.
And no battery for Almanac, battery for Griffin in front. They will be going.
It's not enough.
No, it's not. But
Hex behind should be enough. Hex is desperately charged, got the inside curb, and there we go.
That is.
Red Panda's been overtaken by.
Yeah, that's Dan the front wing.
Dan and tight. Oh, she's going to get close on the last lap for the final point. So podium possibly decided.
Yes. It will be very difficult for Almanac to get past now. It will take a big mistake. Oh, Hex has lost it. That's Rob into P4.
Watch out, Sid's then approaching as well. He's going to have to take a corner or so to get those tyres back up.
Sid!
Griffin and Almanac.
Sid is off the track. E1 is making mistakes on the final lap. Ty and Dan fighting for the last point, but it will be Griffin going on to the straight for the win in Sandwood.
It's raining.
It is. Almanac
it
now
is raining.
Winning.
It's slippery. That's why.
Oh, that's why Hex is.
Oh, he's out. He dumped before the line. Dan's gonna try and get Ty. Someone else. Oh, I mean, well, I have no idea what's going on there.
I would assume those penalties will be removed. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Panda crossing the line to finish out in P11.
I don't know what's happened with Hex.
Did he just crash out before the? I'm so confused. This is EU3 Fiverr. but Griffin winning with Almanac P3. Then we have Destructo, Almanac P2, and Destructo P3. So
Me and
Alpine
Hacker
will be very happy.
Me and Hacker are slightly confused about what we've just witnessed.
Yeah, just a tiny bit maybe.
So Hex has crashed, but by the sounds of it, there's been a coming together with somebody else. Andre's coasted across the line with no fuel, which has brought out the yellow flag, which means Dan got a 20-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. But I'm pretty sure he beat Ty. Yeah, he has. So Dan did get Ty on track at the end by not a lot, by 7 thousandths. That'll do it. So,
Definitely.
good luck, Stuart. You're going to have to try and work that one out.
Good luck, Deathstorm. Is it? No, it's not
It's-
Deathstorm, is it?
No, but Deathstorm has to write up the penalties,
That is true.
which does take long. BK said this was mayhem. I would describe, yes, it was. EU3 once again was absolutely
Carnage.
chaotic. Yeah, we didn't get much of a breath last week or the week before.
Uh,
Yeah, a
I
different
mean, so many fights all over the place, but good old interview.
We do need some interviews.
So we will try and see if we can get them in. Griffin, it is Almanac, and it is, who was it? Destructo.
Destructo. Whilst we wait for those guys to do, I shall do some plug stuff, some advertisement, some ads, and everything else. EU3 has finished for this evening. We'll wait for the interviews to speak to our podium sitters. Next on-track action you can see is in a few hours' time. We have AM3, 9 PM Eastern, 2 AM UK, and 3 AM Central European time. If you are unable to stay up for into the early hours of the morning, then your next European action is tomorrow night. That is 9 PM UK. All round Zandvoort this week. And then you get to... me and Hako have been possibly slagging people off in the commentary box tonight, and everybody else gets their turn tomorrow because we'll be racing in EU2. It'll be our turn to see if we can do a better or worse job than these guys, and we share our racing evening with AM2, the usual AM times, and then EU1 and AM1 on Thursday, with AM1 rounding out the F1 action for the week. If Tuesday nights are your night, EU3 will return next week. They are racing at Austria, which will be penalty track limit central, we're expecting. And it'll be a lot more overtaking and chaos, like you have seen in the first few races, which should be exciting for myself and Hako. And then all races, once the stream is finished, will be on the Twitch channel and will then be posted up onto YouTube if that's your choice of platform. Hopefully, either tonight or tomorrow. Do check our Twitter and our Instagram, where we post the schedules and the standings and race results, etc., etc. I think I'm done.
Yes. So let's start with Griffin P1 tonight for Griffin. So Griffin, how was your race, and what was the strategy going on to the mediums at the end when everyone else was on softs?
Yeah, no, it was an alright race. I think I was just I had a good battle with Almanac. It was like keeping up to pace with him, staying in the DRS, getting away from guys behind. And then, yeah, because I looked and it was like about 10 laps to go. So I thought softs will probably be used a little bit by the time it restarts, and then 5 laps in it will start dying off. So I thought mediums are probably the better strat, especially if we could stay within like the DRS and stuff. So I think one of the lads are a bit annoyed about one of the overtakes, but I've done it 5 times before overtaking that corner, and if you're gonna go in aggressive when I'm next to you going into the corner, then it's gonna be a bump. So I don't know, up to the stewards if he reports it, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's yeah. See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always get scrutinised at the end of the race. It's always something silly or whatever, but yeah.
Well, it is EU3, so incidents will occur when, especially now when the grid is so close together. So it's very easy to for stuff to happen. But you did great tonight. Very great pace all around, especially in qualifying, and the race at the end. So going on to Almanac in P2 now. Wasn't able to be interviewed last time, but is here tonight. Almanac, how are you and how was your race?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I don't know what to say. I really tired fight with Griffin. It was a clear battle. I always enjoy to drive to Zandvoort. It's a cool circuit. Thanks to Griffin for the fighting. I made a mistake at the pit stop when I got 5-second time penalty, but not very important at the finish because I got the traffic in the end laps, and this did not allow me to save the ERS, and Griffin won. Congrats him. Thanks for the race.
Yeah, again, you got P2, just about lost it at the end. Again, you did really well. I think you're in the championship lead, if I'm not mistaken. I will do the math real quick.
Oh, you've put me on the spot there. Hang on. I'm gonna say yes.
Yes,
I'm
you
quite
are in the
confident.
championship lead now. So, good race tonight, Almanac, and congratulations with being the current leader.
Yeah, thanks.
So very good night to you, Almanac, and going on to Destructo, the EU4 driver, showing that they got pace as well. Hello,
Indeed,
Destructo.
indeed.
How was your
Hello, hi.
race? And how was your
Um,
night?
right. The race went in way better than I thought. First of all, I've got to shout out the leader mindset for helping me with my strategy and just overall helping with what happened. With the safety cars and stuff like that, they made some really good strategy choices for me, which overall benefited me because if it was me, I'd probably have been dead last. But with them and my overall pace on them hards and the mediums, I wasn't expecting a P3 though. I thought I was gonna be like mid-table, but no. I was really surprised with how quick I was today compared to yesterday, even though I almost got the win. But yeah, it was really fun racing people like Hen and then Griffin and stuff like that. It's a new environment and stuff that I haven't been used to with like quicker drivers. So yeah, overall it's been pretty fun.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah, well done. You had a bit. How did last night prepare you for tonight?
Last night I just grinded time trials and short quality sessions, and I was able to get the fuel down via T, so I knew exactly how much I needed instead of under fueling like I almost did last night. So that helped a lot with the planning of the race, and then I did a bit of time trial this morning, and I got a 1090, which was my fastest that I've done right now.
Fair enough.
that is very
Pretty
fair
good.
enough. But I mean,
Pretty solid.
it's not. It's very difficult to keep up the pace with a tier above you, but you have shown that you got the pace, especially around here. And I think did you win last night? I'm pretty sure you did.
I got P2. I
Oh,
lost it on the last
P2.
lap.
Yeah. So I mean, you had pace last night, and
Still
you had
hurts.
pace tonight. So good race
Yeah.
from you, mate, and enjoy
Thank you very
your
much.
P3 podium position.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we're done there, my friend.
Yes, we are done.
Well done to all the podium places. These guys will be back next week for Austria, and you'll hear me and Hako back next week as normal. So enjoy yourselves. AM3 is on in a few hours' time, so please go and support them if you can. If not, and European action is more suited to yourself, then EU2 is back tomorrow. But if EU3 is the tier you think, yes, that's the tier, it's going to be the best tier, I want to just watch that, then they'll be back next Tuesday at Austria.
Yes.
So, I'll leave Hako to probably say goodbye to you.
Yeah. So goodbye, everyone. Thank you for tonight. It was very good to see so many people in chat. And yes, just good night, and look into AM3 if you got the time for it, or if you're not sleeping. So we will catch you guys next week. Goodbye and good night, everyone.